Zach Wilson is back under center for the Jets this Sunday against the Houston Texans. Will he be able to salvage his career? Will he be able to audition for another team next year? Will he even have the chance to do that? Let's talk about that in the next video. Hey everybody, thanks for joining in. Hope everybody's had a great week. Unless you've been not paying attention, or unless you're not a Jet fan, everybody knows now that Zach Wilson is going to be the starter Sunday against the Texans. And according to Robert Saleh, he's going to be the starter for the remainder of the season. He's basically said that this is going to be Zach's show for the rest of the year, the last 5 games, unless he gets hurt or something like that, and an injury prevents it. So what can Zach do this Sunday to resurrect his career, if you even want to call it that? Or let's not call it resurrect. Let's call it save. What can he do to save his career? Here's what he can do. He can just play ball like he knows how to play ball. Now, I don't know if he's going to be allowed to do that. That's the problem that I'm having with this. Is like everybody's talking about, oh, this is Zach's last 5 games. He's going to show himself. He can do what you can do. Show yourself whether you're going to be that guy for another team or you're not going to be that guy for another team, or if you're just another overpriced backup quarterback, which most Jet fans thinks he is anyways. This is going to depend. I want to see what happens when Zach, when it's a 3rd and 1, for example, because I was watching some all 22s the other day, and I can't even remember how many times I saw how many 3rd and 1s the Jets had, and the defense has 8 men in the box, and they run the ball up the middle. Is he going to be able to call out of that play? Is he going to be able to audible out of that, or is he got to make that play? Because you know it's not going to work. You got no blocking, you got no run blocking, you got no pass blocking. Because the difference between that and if Aaron Rodgers was in there, obviously significant, but Aaron Rodgers would have the right to audible out of that. Like, man, we can't run this ball up the middle. There's 8 guys in the box. He could audible and call another play. I don't know if Zach has that chance. I don't know if he has that authority, if you want to call it that, to do that. Because it looks to me like those plays are called. He has to do it, and he has to call it. And what happens at the end when it's 3rd and 1 and Breece Hall gets tackled for a yard loss, everybody boos. But the next day, it's Zach Wilson's fault. That's obviously Zach Wilson's fault because he can't, why didn't he make a hole for Breece Hall to run through? Or how about this? How about on 3rd down and 10, and what's called a check down, or a 2-yard pass to the tight end so he can get tackled for no gain? Okay, can he audible out of that? Is he able to read the defense and say, this is not going to work because this is third. We can't do this. Can I audible? Is he going to be able to get out of these calls? I don't know. This is what to me is going to make the difference. If he goes out there and this is 5 games left in the season, man, it's over. We're not going anywhere. Listen, I would love to see the Jets win out and go 9-8, maybe sneak into the playoffs. Are you kidding? But we all know that's not going to happen. So 5 games left. Here, Zach, do what you want. You want to call out of this play, call it. At this point, what's the difference? Who cares? Let him play ball. Maybe he'd show everybody and say, listen, if you just let him play, he can play good. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, he's going to get booed off the field. The media is going to blame him for every holding call that prevents a first down, every drop pass in the end zone, every time it's a pass play is called. And we all know, we're Jet fans. We watch the games. There's no blocking. He takes 3 steps back and he's running for his life. So why don't we call plays where the receivers are running 15 yards down the field before they make their breaks, when you know he don't even have 2 seconds back there before he's got to run for his life? I watched it yesterday time and time again. Now, yes, I know there's Zach haters who are going to say, oh, come on, man. There's guys open and he's not throwing it to him. Yes, this is true. And I've never denied the fact that he is part of the problem. He's not the only problem this team has, but he's part of it. There's times when guys are open. Zach, throw the ball to him. Don't you see him? Or he holds the ball too long. You got to throw it to dirt. Do something with it. Yes, he does do that, and he shouldn't be doing that in 3 years in the league. I agree with everybody. But the fact of the matter is there are sometimes some of these plays I'm watching and I'm thinking, It's 3rd down and 1. Why are you running the ball directly up the middle when you see the defense has 8 men in the box? And you know that you can't open holes when they're rushing 4 men. You can't open holes. So why would you call that? There's nothing in the Jets offense that is creative, that's different, that you could say, wow, that was a good call. Nothing like that. So Zach Wilson, in my opinion, is really, and everybody knows this, he's not going to be a Jet next year. So all you Zach haters and guys that just don't like him because you just don't like him, he's not going to be on a team next year. So let him play. Let him do what he wants. I don't care if he throws 10 interceptions per game. I don't really give a shit. Let him play ball, and then when he's gone, all the Zach haters can say, listen, he's finally gone. Thankfully, he's off our team. And there are people that like Zach, and because I know all this stuff that's been going on with him not being reluctant to play or not wanting to play, whatever the media has blown this into, which is really what I think it is. And these guys that have talk shows and all these other Zach haters, they just loved it. They went on to this. They just clamped onto this. He don't want to play for the Jets. Get rid of him. Blah blah blah. We don't even know if he said that. He said he didn't say it. Robert Saleh said he didn't hear it. Aaron Rodgers was very, very upset about it. You could tell him on the Pat McAfee show. He was disturbed. He never really denied it because he can't. He wasn't in every conversation Zach Wilson's ever had with everybody. I don't know if he was in the bathroom and told the guy, I don't know, man. I know I don't want to go out there and get hurt, And all you need is somebody to leak that to the media, and here they go, they run with it. And so it's basically ruined his integrity. It's ruined his career if it wasn't ruined already with the Jets. So we all know he's going to be gone next year. And all you guys who hate Zach, you're going to be so happy because you'll have a new guy next year that you can blame things on if everything falls apart with Aaron Rodgers. So at least you got that going for you. So Zach, can he salvage his career? Can he do something Sunday? Yes, he can, if he's allowed. I think he has to be allowed to do it. They have to tell him, if you want to audible and call them, go ahead and do it, man. Let's see. Maybe he's smart enough to do that. I don't know that these plays they call, he has to play. I don't know that Nathaniel Hackett is saying, this is the play. Yeah, but it's 3rd down and 15. We're throwing a check down. I don't give a shit. Throw it to this guy. Or they know they can't block for more than 2 seconds. So every receiver's running 20-yard square ins, but they don't have time to get open. So he stands there, he has to wait. And half the time, there's not even a running back for a check down. And when he does check it down, they say, oh, look, all he does is throw check. He doesn't. Garrett Wilson's streaking down the field wide open. I know that, but if he had about 2.5 or 3 seconds to wait for it to see that he is, maybe he can do it. Or even anticipate that he's going to be open, he can do it. But he takes 2 or 3 steps back, he's running for his life. Let him play ball. Let him run. Let him be one of those running quarterbacks. I think he'd be great at that. Is Zach going to be a Jet? No. I told you already, and everybody knows that he's not going to be. And I think it's best that he doesn't play for the Jets. I think it's best for him. I think it's best for the Jets organization. Let him go someplace else. Let him hide somewhere for 2-3 years. Maybe he can go to a team that knows how to develop a quarterback, because the Jets don't know how to develop a quarterback. They haven't developed a quarterback since Joe Namath was slinging the ball. So this is just the way that it is. Let Zach Wilson play ball. Let him do what he wants, and then maybe he can salvage his career. But don't keep the cuffs on him, and then at the end of the day say, man, he stinks. Because you're going to have enough of that with the fans booing him and the media blaming him and everything. Let him play. If he stinks up the joint, at least you said, we let him do what he wanted. We let him call audibles. We let him play. We let him run. And he still can't handle it. So let him do it. Let him see what he can do. Maybe he can salvage his career. And next year, Zach is not a Jet anymore. Everybody will be happy. And we can find a whole new guy that we can blame for all the problems on this football team. So everybody have a great day. I'll be doing a video just like a preview of the Texans game, probably tomorrow at some point. So I hope you guys all watch it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Let me know. Leave me some comments. Maybe I'm way off base on this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a lot if you can. And everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.